Hello and many thanks for joining me always for yet another Somerset Real Ale review. Don't normally buy beer from the supermarket, but they had these cans down there. Asahi, super dry, not that super dry, different super dry, Japanese beer, beer for all seasons. Asahi, I really don't know how to pronounce that. Japan's #1 beer. I very much doubt that, but if it is, fair play. I don't even know whether this is actually brewed in Japan. Products of Czech Republic. Interesting. So I doubt it's brewed and canned for Asahi Breweries Limited, Europe branch, London. So it's brewed in London by the looks of it. I could be wrong. But anyway, 330ml can, 5% ABV. So don't need a bottle opener. Just like a can of Coke, really. Small can for a can of beer. I thought it'd be quite interesting. Nice sort of smoky opening. I love beer in cans. I think it's fantastic. It's something we don't see a lot of with decent beer in the UK. Well, I suppose more of it now. We're getting more decent beer in cans, but it's usually not your cheaper lagers, John Smith's. Guinness is alright in a can, but I quite like Guinness, so. Well, that's the lot. Yeah. Sorry, did I let you read everything on it? I don't think it's really worth letting you read it, to be honest, because you can pick these up probably. I mean, I got these in a Morissons, so it's upside down. I got this in a Morrison's, so I mean, you know, if you can get it in a Morrison's, I'm pretty sure you can probably get it anywhere in the country. Looks like a lager, loads of carbonation, perfectly clear, apart from the haze on the glass. Straw coloured, fluffy white head. Let's get the nose in. Smells like a lager. It's all that bitter lager hoppiness you would expect. You get that sort of, I don't know the technical description for it, but you can smell that lager smell, whether it's the yeast or the malt. I'm not a big lager drinker, so I don't know a lot about them. They're all sort of very similar to me. But it actually smells really pleasant. It smells like nice and cooling, or, you know, warming on a hot day, a cold day. I don't know. I'm talking nonsense. I'm just going to drink it. Cheers, everyone. And it's nice. It's refreshing. That could match up with any decent lager I've tasted. 5%. I think 5% is perfect for a lager. I read an article about, well, it wasn't an article, it was in a book, I won't mention the name, but it was saying about when the breweries, like the Heineken and a few other breweries, tried to release lager in this country, in the UK, and they did a terrible job, because in the UK we like to drink sort of 4% beers, and their lagers were all 5% and above, and they had a struggle to sort of sell them here, and they finally reduced the ABV to sort of 3.5 or 3.6 to 4%, and they were rubbish. And that was the sort of like your cheap sort of Foster's, Carling, those sort of lagers, which were terrible because they were too low ABV. Lagers taste better at 5% ABV, which is like an export strength. And I completely agree with that article, because I quite enjoy like what we would call an export lager in this country, but everyone else in the world calls it just a lager. I think a 5% lager tastes lovely, whereas a 4% lager or a lower tastes awful. Taste notes are going to be vague. It tastes like a lager with that sort of lagery Saaz hop sort of flavour, which I can only explain is a Saaz hop. Nice sort of little malty backbone in there, and it's refreshing. I think that's really nice. Lager ratings with me, most people will know, will be completely rubbish, because I didn't really have a lot to base it on, apart from the fact that if you're one is sort of a Foster's, and 10 is kind of God Lager. To me, God Lager is like one of the best lagers I've ever drank. So I mean, for me, that's going to get a 7 out of 10, this Asahi, because I really like it. I would definitely drink that again. If I was in a pub, I'd be happy to order that and drink a pint of that or two. Really like it. Asahi beer is brewed from quality ingredients, excellent richness, refreshing and satin smoothness. All year round you can enjoy the great taste of Asahi beer. Lovely, really nice. Yeah, worth trying. If you like your lagers, get that one. It's better than Foster's. Thanks for watching me. Love to see your comments down there in the comments box, and hopefully you'll join me in soon for another review. Cheers!